Shalom, shalom, shalom. Yasha Allah. Shalom. Who's up on a late night with me? All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Mashiach H.O.I. Kwame Yasha Allah, we still got next. Hallelujah. Much love to all the camps and the brothers and sisters and sincerity and truth in Yahweh H.O.I. throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom. So tonight, on this late night tip, I like to go late sometime, as y'all know, to avoid interruptions, demons, and gainsayers. All right. So, Shalom, Israel. Kwame Yasha Allah. So tonight, real quick, I'm going to update y'all on the Passover. All right. We're about 2.5 weeks out. Shalom, family. We're about 2.5 weeks out. Shalom, everybody that's tuning in. Okay, we're about 2.5 weeks out of the Passover. All right, so the clock is ticking. The clock is winding down. So I'm going to update y'all on the Passover and what's going on. So, you know, any of y'all that want to attend, you know, get your tickets, get your lodging and everything now. I'm going to give y'all all the information. The information is already out. We already have the video circulating on mostly all the channels. H.O.I. Atlanta, Chief E from Amath Pagai, H.O.I. Mustard Seed. So the video, we got a video commercial out already for the Passover, but I just want to update everybody. All right. So before we get started, some of y'all was inboxing me. If you need your menorahs for the Passover, all right, you can burn your menorahs for the Passover, for the 7 days of the Passover. I'm going to show y'all now. What do I have? I have the 8-inch menorah here. All right, I have the 8-inch. All right, that's pretty new. That's a new design. I got the 8-inch, the 5-inch. That's the 5-inch wide. I got a 5-inch that's tall, but that's a 5-inch wide. Similar design to the 8-inch, and this is the 7-inch with the Hebrew writing on the bottom of it. All right, that's the 7-inch with the Hebrew writing on the bottom of it. And I got larger sizes, different sizes or whatever. So inbox me if you need to get your menorahs for the Passover or just your menorahs in general to have in your home to burn for your feast days and your Sabbaths, your lights. Also, I got the new menorah chains. This is the silver, black, and ivory I got on. All right, I got the new menorah chains. If y'all want y'all menorah chains, inbox me. All right, stock is limited. It's first come, first serve. So hit me up if y'all need y'all menorah chains. Inbox me for your menorahs, your desk menorahs, and or your menorah chains. I got the chains in silver and gold, different colors, different styles. I'll put up a video. I'll put up a little short video for that later. All right. Just as a disclaimer, before anybody gets simple, oh, you're making merchandise of the nation, da 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 da. No, this is what Israel asks of us constantly. How do I get menorahs? How do I get the menorah chains that y'all brothers be wearing? Whatever. All right. It's called business. It's called supplying your own nation. All right. So before anybody gets simple, because a lot of y'all like to gainsay about different things. You can never do nothing with Israel. There's always something negative. So once again, get your 8-inch brass menorah. Get your 7-inch with the Hebrew writing on it. Or get your 5-inch wide. All right. And also I have larger sizes, 12, 15, you know, and on and on. So inbox me for your menorahs and also your menorah chains. If you need silver or gold, all right, we got your menorah chains also. So without further ado, Shalom once again, Israel. Hope everybody is well. Hope everybody's in the spirit. It's late Monday night going into Tuesday morning. Hope everybody had a blessed Sabbath and weekend. There's a lot going on in the nation. A lot of prophecy happening, and the Most High is bringing judgment. You know, a lot of spiritual things happening. A lot of judgment upon our people. So, you know, the Most High is conducting business as usual. All right. So now, for H.O.I. Passover for 2021. H.O.I. Shalom family. Who's that? Shalom, Yaradan. For H.O.I. Passover for 2021. All right, the date. The date is Friday, March 26, 2021 at evening. Friday or the Sabbath night. Friday night, Sabbath night. March 26, 2021 at even. That's the Shabbat night. That's a double Sabbath. It's the opening of the Passover Sabbath, and it's the regular so-called Friday sundown to Saturday sundown Sabbath. So now, H.O.I. will be holding it. All camps, congregate members, recruits, new recruits, members, the church, general followers of H.O.I. will be in attendance. Everybody is summoned to Atlanta, Georgia. All right. Well, technically, it's Jonesboro, Georgia. It's about 25 minutes outside of Atlanta. But everybody will be Terrence Jefferson. Why Jewish people have nine candlesticks? Because they're not the people of God. And the Most High sent them a strong delusion that they should believe a lie. So they have a 9-branch instead of a 7-branch menorah. The Most High tripped them up because there is no 9-branch menorah in the scriptures. It's only a 7-branch. So they're not the real Jews. They're not the people of the Lord. So when the Most High, when they took our identity and nationality, the Lord tripped them up on a lot of things. So they're doing a lot of stuff wrong. All right. When you go to Zechariah 4:2 and Revelations 1:20, the menorah or the candlestick only has 7 branches. And also is in, I think is in the law in Exodus 39, I believe. All right. But Zechariah 4:2, Revelations 1:20, the candlestick only has 7. It's a 7-branch candlestick or menorah. All right. So that's where they got the 9, because they're not the people of the Lord. But anyway, so once again, Friday, March 26, 2021 at even. We are all converging on the Atlanta, Georgia area. But the Passover itself will be held in Jonesboro, Georgia. The address will be, now yes, we're going to give out the address in the public, but you're still going to have to be vetted. You're still going to have to email us to register. You cannot just show up. Only reason why we're giving out the address is for people to know, because Israel, sometimes y'all just, I don't know. Y'all look at the commercial and still ask where it's at. But anyway, so I'm going to give y'all the address for those that are coming so you can write it down. We got the commercial out there, but we're going to go over it again. I'm probably going to do 2 more videos updating the Passover down to the wire. So now, the Passover for H.O.I. will be held in Jonesboro, Georgia. It will be at the Hope Banquet Hall. All right. The name of the place is the Hope Banquet Hall. Is at 990 Point spelled with an E, P-O-I-N-T-E, is at Point South Parkway. 990, once again, Hope Banquet Hall, 990 Point South Parkway, Jonesboro, Georgia, 30238. So that's the exact address. It's Friday, March 26, 2021 at 8 p.m. sharp. All right, 8 p.m. sharp is a start time. All right, everybody got to be on point because we got performances, we got acknowledgments that night, we got a lot of stuff going on, we got some surprises, we got announcements, so we want to start the service and have everything at a decent time and stay within a good time frame. You know, we know Israel, CP time, Israelite time, but let's be on point, Israel, for the Lord's Passover. So once again, H.O.I.'s Passover, Friday, Sabbath, night, sundown, March 26, 2021, at even, 8 p.m. Hope Banquet Hall, 990 Point South Parkway, Point spelled with an E, Jonesboro, Georgia, 30238. All right, so put that information in, and that's the Passover, all right? The donation that we're asking for is $100 per person, $200 per family, or whatever you can afford. So now, before anybody gets simple, that's a lot of money, Elder. You making the Passover into a business. Listen, the Passover costs upward of thousands of dollars. So in order for us to get the rental hall, the lamb, the wine, the decorations, transportation, help people out with hotels, flights, everybody may not have it. We come together as a collective to do this. All right. No one brother or sister has $5,000, $10,000 to pay for the Passover. All right. So we got to come together as a collective. This stuff costs money. But if you can't afford that, give what you can. If you give $20, $40, and that's what you sincerely say, that's what you can afford, then we still gonna open the doors to the Passover. All you got to do is be sincere and be a member, a recruit, a follower, or part of the church of H.O.I. All right? Even if you're abroad and we really don't know you, but you say, hey, I follow H.O.I. I watch you guys. I need a place to congregate for the Passover. Once we vet you, we know who you are. We put you on a reservation list. You'll be allowed to come to the Passover. So it's always whatever you can afford. But we ask for a specific amount per person and family so we can have enough for the expenses of what we need to get. And we're not telling you to do anything that we're not doing ourselves. All right, we put up this money also. Sometimes we have to put it up in advance to get the stuff that we need. No, you don't need a mask, brother. We're not wearing no mask. No mask for the Lord's Passover. All right, come in there, face cleared, everything. All right, no mask. I just came from an event in Florida with a brother. I think we had maybe about 60, 70 people in there, no mask. So a lot of these rental halls and banquet halls, they're lightening up on these laws of wearing this mask. You see, Texas and Mississippi just open up. They told America where the hell they can go. We ain't putting on no mask or none of that because it's all folly anyway. But, you know, we're not going to have a gathering for the Passover and everybody be wearing a goddamn mask. I'm not putting on nobody's mask for the Lord's Passover. My mask is the scriptures and the service and the damn incense that'll be burning. That'll protect me from COVID, which I don't think nobody coming in there will have COVID, but we're not worried about that. So to answer your question, no, you don't need a mask. So once again, March 26th, Friday, I'm going to keep repeating it because Israel will say, is the Passover April 26th? No, Friday, March 26th, 2021 at even, 8 p.m., Hope Banquet Hall, 990 Point South Parkway, Jonesboro, Georgia, 30238. All right. So come on down to the Shalom. I in the bar. The garment color scheme. The garment color scheme is red, black, and gold. Emphasis on red with black and gold trimmings. But do the best you can to have those colors. Men, all men, we are encouraging to be girded up. Try to have a garment. Well, all active laborer members of H.O.I. in the camps, rank and file, will definitely be girded up. But for recruits, for new people, for followers, for the general church, we're encouraging you to come in your red, black, and gold. Now, if you don't have a full garment, you're new, at least try to have some kind of fringes on. If you're a brother, have a shirt with fringes with border blue, preferably in red with black and gold trimming. Now, if you don't have that, at least wear fringes. If you're not able to get those colors, but we're encouraging everybody to wear those colors. No jeans, no sneakers, no skinny jeans, no sagging off your behind. Well, all the rank and file men at H.O.I., you know the uniformity. We already told y'all in the councils. But for members, recruits, and followers, and the general congregation in church, no sagging, no jeans, no sneakers, no sagging your pants, no skinny jeans, none of that. All right, women, you must wear a dress or a skirt all the way down past your knees, preferably closer to your ankles. And sisters are encouraged to keep the color scheme also red, emphasis on red with gold and black trimmings or anything within those colors. All right, black, gold, and red. All right, women, you must have fringes on also. All right, no cleavage showing, no breast out, no cleavage showing, no back out, no arms out. You must be in modest apparel. Modest apparel, Salakia. Tongue twister. I said modest apparel. No, but not apparel because y'all going to take that to mean something else. Modest apparel pursuant to 1 Timothy 2:9 on down. 1 Timothy 2:9 on down. Women, modest apparel. All right. No legs showing, no splits in your dresses, none of that. Dresses should be long, down past the knee to the almost to the within the knee and the ankle, but closer to the ankle. With your fringes on, sisters are to wear fringes also, and a head covering. All right. Also, anyone attending, you must go along with the lesson. All right. In H.O.I, we're going to start enforcing Bible, Apocrypha, pen, notepad, dictionary, Bible dictionary, other books that you might want to bring along. But everyone must partake of the lesson. We will have ushers and brothers walking around, and you must be partaking in the lesson. You cannot just be sitting there listening. You must have your Bible and Apocrypha out in front of you listening to the service. All right, paying attention to the Most High's word. All right, so if you are coming, please bring your Bible, bring your Apocrypha, bring your notepad. You will be taking notes and you will be reading along with the service. All right, if we're walking through the audience and we see people not partaking of the service, we will be approaching you. There's going to be respect for the Lord's word. And if you get out of line, we will ask you to leave. All right, so everyone, once again, this is very important. If you are showing up to the Passover, you must bring your Bible, your Apocrypha, your notepad, and your pen. All right, and you could bring Bible dictionary, whatever other books, regular dictionary, whatever other books you want to bring for your studies. Everyone, if all else fails and you don't have a physical Bible and Apocrypha, we may allow you to read from your phone, but more likely than not, no. Everyone must bring a Bible, Apocrypha, notepad, and pen. We will be having ushers around in the audience to make sure. Please, Israel, come and respect the Most High's Passover service. All right, furthermore, all right, matter of fact, let me get that. This is Proverbs 28:1. Salaki, I was just going to do a commentary, but we got to put scripture in there. This is Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 1, and it reads thus and so. My bad. Proverbs, not Proverbs 28 and 1. Let me see what I want. Matter of fact, no, 2 Timothy's. Let me get the one in 2 Timothy's. This is 2 Timothy's 2 and 15. It says, study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So when you come to the services and the feasts, you're studying also. You're there to study along with the lesson that's going on. And you're studying to show yourself approved. How you come to the Passover this year, we break the Passover down, we give you the breakdown, pull out all the scriptures or whatever we're going to go into, and then a couple of months later, you don't know how to explain the Passover. That means you came to the Passover and you didn't pay attention and you didn't study what you was learning. So that's important, Israel. We want brothers and sisters, H.O.I, we're locking down on a lot of things. We've always had order, but, we're locking down on a lot of things. And with Israel, you can't play with our people, because if you play with them, they'll play with the Most High and play with this word. So either you want to do this or you don't, Israel. We don't have time for people that's not serious. All right, so come in order. This is the Lord's Passover. Come in order. and learn the word. So once again, where everyone that's coming, bring your Bible, Apocrypha, notepad, and pen so you can read along with the service and learn. All right, furthermore, you brothers and sisters, all right, you brothers and sisters, we have to go into this every year. You brothers and sisters, please do not bring non-believers. All right, let's get 2 Corinthians 6 and 14. Please do not bring people that are not in the truth. We're asking y'all nicely. Don't bring your homeboy from around the way and you trying to win him over. You trying to win him over, and maybe if he come to the Passover, he'll get it and the Spirit will come on him. No. If it's somebody you're teaching, if it's somebody that you've been teaching for like 6 months or more, and they're showing sincerity, they diligently coming, they learning, they want to learn about the feast days, they follow H.O.I, they follow the videos, then of course they can come. But don't bring your home girl, because that's going to be a conflict of interest. Somebody from the world come to the Passover, then they want to take a cigarette break. Oh, this service sure is nice, but I'm going to step outside and smoke me a cigarette. No. Please, Israel, we're asking y'all nicely, do not bring family and friends if they are not in the truth. Don't think, because a lot of y'all think if I bring them to the Passover, they're going to come in the truth. No. Unless you've been teaching them and they've been sincerely learning and wanting to accept this word, then you could bring them. Then they can come to the feast because they're already in the truth. They're a believer. But if you have family and friends that are non-believers, do not try to bring them to the Passover. Don't give us an email. Shalom, brother. I'm a follower of H.O.I from such and such and such. And I'm bringing my whole family, 10 people. Okay, brother, that's beautiful. All right. But we're going to ask you, are they all in the truth? And don't lie to us. Or don't say, yeah. And then 5 of them are in the truth. But the other 5, you hoping if they come to the Passover, they'll come in the truth. No, it don't work like that. The Passover is a serious, solemn feast day. So do not bring anyone if they're not an active person in this truth, if they're not a believer. All right. 2 Corinthians 6:14. It says, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. Yeah. Don't bring an unbeliever to the Passover because we're going to be unequally yoked. They might step outside and smoke a damn blunt. Or they might wait in their car and, I'm going to wait till this. I'm going to wait till this is over and get some of that lamb and wine. No, it don't work like that. Some people will sit their ass out in the parking lot and smoke a damn blunt and wait for the lamb and wine to get served. No, we're not dealing with that, Israel. All right. 2 Corinthians 6:14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion have light with darkness? Yeah. So don't bring unbelievers in the Passover, Israel. Your mans in them. Your cousins, your aunt, your friend, your moms, or whoever. If they not actively in this truth, keeping the commandments, do not bring them. And if we see certain things, we don't want to embarrass nobody. But if we see certain things and you got people in there that ain't looking copacetic and they looking like they don't want to be there, you will be getting stepped to. You will be getting stepped to, Israel. So don't bring, we have to stress that, do not bring people that are not in the truth to the Lord's feast days. Not even just the Passover, any feast day or any Israelite function, period. And now if you got a family member, they kind of learning and they acceptable to the word and they don't have a problem. They don't go against the grain. They actually listening and you kind of winning them over. That's different. But other than that, no. We don't need to go out to the parking lot and see somebody taking a damn cigarette break. Especially with fringes on. Or here you go, you're going to force, you're going to throw a shirt on your cousin and say, yeah, see, he in the truth for today. No. All right, and if we spot it, you're going to get stepped to. Yo, no disrespect, but your family look like they don't want to be here. They family member look like they don't belong here. So do not bring. Once again, I'm going to stress that, Israel. I'm going to say don't try. I ain't going to even say don't bring. Don't try to bring non-believers to the Lord's Passover. All right? Stay in order. All right? Another thing, Israel, control your children. All right? Whining, loud crying, antsiness. We know children, it's hard for them to stay still. If you got to take them outside for a minute, let them get some air, let them walk around a little bit, bring them back in, but keep your children in order. We don't need no loud, unruly children in the Passover. We know baby's going to cry. That's understandable. Maybe they need a bottle. Maybe they need mommy's breast milk, whatever. All right, take them in the bathroom, whatever, the lounge area. We'll have all that set up. Get them their breast milk. Get them their bottle, whatever they need. All right, keep your children in order. All right, we don't need no wild, undisciplined, crying, loud children running all around the damn Lord's Passover, and you can't control. Oh, they just kids. They just playing. No, there's a time and a place for everything. Make your damn child sit still for a few hours. They just got to do it. Like the Lord said, Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. All right, so keep your children in order. Train them up and discipline them according to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Train up a child in the way that they would go, and when they're old, they won't depart from it. All right, keep your children in order, Israel. Also, another thing, younger men. All right, younger men, control your drinking. Older men, control your drinking. Don't drink a damn punch bowl full of wine and then you're finished at the Passover. All right, moderation. Everything is in moderation. All right, control your eating. We know the Most High said, eat the lamb up in that night. Don't let none of it be, but don't be a glutton, man. Don't go up there and get 2 damn plates of big chunks of lamb. And another brother, sister, they only had their lamb for the Seder meal. They ain't even get a chance to go back and get another piece of lamb. You got 2 big damn plates of chunks of lamb on there. All right, don't be greedy and gluttonous and a niggard. All right, don't be that. Like it tell you in Apocrypha, don't be a niggard. All right, so that's some of the general rules of the Passover. Come in order, Israel. Come respectful. All right, don't come to be looking at no woman. Don't come to be looking at no man. You might meet somebody, single brothers and sisters are there, but there's not that kind of party. This is not a dating service. The Passover is not for you to, I'm going to find me a wife. And we have rules and laws in H.O.I. where you brothers and sisters, if you want to court each other or you want to deal with each other, there's a process. Everybody don't have to be in your business, but at least let it be some kind of order. Because then you get married, you don't get no counseling, you're up, that's on you. Don't come to us a year later, now you want counseling. Now you want us to help fix your marriage that we didn't even have no idea about. Or we wasn't even counsel brothers and sisters in the beginning. Nobody care about your business. Whoever you want to be with, we don't care. We encourage marriage and relationships. And we know there's discretion sometimes. Because niggas will be nosy and want to be in your business too. If you're courting somebody, talking to somebody, Israel is nosy as hell. And they'll hate and sabotage. So we know that part too. We understand that. But even if you tell 1 or 2 elders, just get some kind of counseling. And we have rules in H.O.I. where if you meet a brother or sister, especially if a sister comes in a congregation, she has to have 6 months to a year where she just sit her ass down and learn. Don't worry about no dude. No dude should try to be up in her face. You brothers, when you come in, you should take 6 months to a year to learn and get your spirit right. You 2 months in a damn camp or 2 months in the recruitment, and I need a wife. No, your ass needs some scriptures. You need some discipline. You need some order. You need to learn how to deal with yourself. Be married to yourself first. Learn how to do that. So we have rules and order in H.O.I. You brothers come in, don't look at a sister. You sisters come in, don't look at a brother. Yeah, somebody might be handsome. If you don't have a staff, get one. All right, I'm going to get to that in a minute though, brother. I'm going to get to that in a minute, Brother Terrence. But, yeah. All right. Apply yourself. Apply wisdom. A lot of times, you brothers and sisters, you want a wife or a husband in this truth. And a lot of times, you know what you should do? You know what the best thing is to do? You know what the best thing to do? Let's get it. Let's let the scripture speak. Matthew 6. All right. Matthew chapter 6. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet, but you know, whatever the Spirit brings out. Matthew 6. You should apply this right here. All right. Matthew 6:33. But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Seek the Most High and his righteousness. Keep the commandments. Get yourself in order. A lot of times the mate will come to you. I mean, you're not even looking at it. The Most High will send you a good wife or a good husband. All right. A lot of times y'all come in this thing and y'all all hard up. You know, you 3 months in the truth. Oh, man, I got the scriptures. All I just need a good wife now. No. And every sister you see come around, don't be thirsty. Damn, let the sister learn. Don't be breathing all down her neck. Breathing all down the sister's neck. Let the sister learn. Let her get some knowledge. Let her get herself in order. She's just coming out of the world and learning how to be a woman of the Lord. Let the man get himself in order. He's just coming out of the world, learning how to be a man of the Lord, learning how to lead himself before he can lead a wife. So keep that in mind, Israel. All right? And for anybody, before anybody gets simple, it's not about being in your business. Because some of y'all, we ain't got to tell the elders our business and what we doing. That's fine. But then don't tell us when your ass is having problems. Because that's what you do. We get it all the time. I get it from other camps. I don't tell on brothers, you know what I'm saying? I say, hey, brother, you're a brother. I don't care if you're from another camp or not. You know, you're a brother. You know, I counsel you. And I say, listen, still go back to your elders and your leaders. You know, I don't want to cause a conflict of interest, but I will help you as a fellow Israelite. You're an Israelite. I'm not going to say, oh, you from camp such and such. But I will say, so it don't be no issue, make sure you talk to your elders also. Sometimes some of y'all, you talk to your elders or you talk to your leaders, and then you still want extra advice. You say, well, yeah, that's the same thing my elders told me. Okay, I just wanted a second opinion, for lack of a better word. It's not a problem. If I got the time, brother, I got you. I'm not going to get proud and negative. Your leaders will probably do that with us. But I'm not going to get proud and negative and say, oh, nigga, you from this camp. You know, I ain't got to name no camps. That's not necessary because I don't want to cause no conflict. But I give my advice. I give my spiritual advice and keep it pushing and still go to your leaders. But most of the time, that's when you want somebody to fix your marriage after the fact, and then now you start having problems. Or you want somebody to fix your courtship or your relationship or your situation. All right? So, you know, the main thing is just give yourself time. And then maybe, you know, you got an elder or a senior man. Hey, you know, I'm interested in that sister, such and such and such. She's interested in me. We kind of like each other, whatever. All right. How long you been recruiting, brother? All right. How long the sister been learning? Okay. Y'all got a good length of time learning this word. Y'all, you know, y'all a little bit in order with the Most High, Yahweh and the congregation. Okay. We give y'all our blessing to talk or court each other. And that's it. And if y'all want to be discreet, everybody in the congregation ain't got to be in y'all business. Sister, you know, if a brother approach you, all right, no, I'm not interested, brother. You ain't got to get into all the detail. And a thirst bucket starving nigga don't have to ask you, well, why not, sister? She just says she's not interested. You know? Or, well, if the sister say, well, I'm courting somebody, I'm talking to somebody, now a dude needs to know who. So he can throw ish in the game, if you know what I mean. Not all the time. But who is not your damn, maybe it's not your damn business right now who. The sister says she's not interested, so don't worry, that's it. Leave it at that. Because then if she tell you who she courting or talking to, then you want to know, then you want to be all in the mix and be nosy as hell. So mind your damn business sometime. When the sister and the brother, When they're ready to announce that they're courting, talking, whatever to everybody, give them that time to. But if they get a little pre-counseling from elders and senior men, it don't even have to be many. Couple of brothers, yeah, give them advice. Wait a minute, brother. I see something in that sister. I don't know. I don't know if you should talk. I don't know if you should pursue that. Hey, sister, that brother ain't ready. I don't think that brother's ready for a wife right now. Give that some more time. That's all we say in Israel. But outside of that, we want brothers and sisters to get together with each other. We encourage that. So I say all that to say the Passover is not a dating service. You're not coming there to look for single women and women coming to look at men. Yeah, we human. Somebody might be handsome. You might like the way a brother bring out the word. You might like a sister. Hell, I'm a man, even though I'm an elder, but there's plenty of beautiful sisters all around Israel. Beautiful looking sisters. There's nothing wrong with admiring our beautiful women, but there's order, Israel. Don't be a thirst bucket. All right, once again, but seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Matthew 6:33. Like I said, sometimes you don't even have to look for it. All right, so don't come to the Passover with a mind frame of, ooh, how many single sisters gonna be there, or sisters who I know is gonna be some handsome brothers there. All right, like I said, we're human. We're not over righteous. All right, brother might look nice in his garments. Sister's looking. Sister might look nice in her dress. Brother's looking. All right, you gotta check to see who people are married, whatever, so you don't be looking upon another man's woman or whatever the case may be. All right, you're gonna look. You're human, but the fact of the matter is there's order. You don't come to the Lord's feast days for these things. If you're gonna get a wife or a husband, that's gonna happen. The Spirit of the Most High is gonna let that happen. That's all we're saying. As elders and senior men, you don't come to the Passover of any feast day. Like I said, you give it some time, 6 months, a year, a little over a year. Brother and sister interested in each other, or y'all been talking, y'all been getting to know each other, and y'all develop an attraction. Y'all realize y'all have an attraction for each other. But at least you're doing it in the right process. You're getting to know each other. You're talking things of that nature. All right, so I just want to say that about the Passover too, because this is a solemn assembly. This is the time that we come together to serve the Most High, and we don't want none of these shenanigans in the Lord's feast. All right, there's going to be order and respect for this high holy day, one of our highest holy days of the year. All right, so now let's go to Exodus 12. Brother Terrence asked the question about the staff. If you don't have a staff, will there be given out like 20? Listen, all of you brothers, you should have a staff. There should be no excuses. You got plenty of time. Get you a staff. Now, all right, Salakia, y'all had a little bit of technical difficulty. Shalom, Shakalakwa. Shalom, Lioness Heart. Shalom, family. If you brothers, you should have staffs. As all else fails, if you can't get a custom staffs from the many brothers that make them, you can go to Home Depot. Go to Home Depot and get the 8-foot. Tell them you want the 8-foot closet pole. It's a solid wooden pole. And you can get the 8-foot one from Home Depot, and then you can ask them to cut it in the middle. So it'll be like you have like a 4-foot staff. Unless you want a tall-ass 8-foot staff. That's going to be taller than you. But you can have the 8-foot staff cut in half, and it'll be 2 4-foot staffs. All right, and then you can put your tape on it. You can mark it up with the Hebrew, put your name on it, do whatever you want. But you brothers, it shouldn't be no excuse for you brothers not to have a staff. You should own a staff anyway, just on GP. You should have a staff anyway. And so there's plenty of time. If you can't get a custom staff from one of the brothers in Israel that makes staffs, then go to Home Depot. We did that for years. We did that matter of fact, that was the staffs we used to use in camp. When, we used to train with the staffs and stuff, and we used to have those. We used to get the solid wood closet poles and tape those up, and those was our camp staffs. In case anybody gets stupid and had to get popped upside the damn head. All right, it was a nigger or cracker be good stick. All right, so this is Exodus chapter 12. Since Brother Terrence asked that question. So you brothers, like I said, men coming to the Passover, the main H.O.I men that are on the front lines, y'all know. Y'all already know. But the men in general, you're supposed to be girded down on the Passover. On the Passover, you really shouldn't be coming with a t-shirt with fringes. You should have a garment on with a girdle on. And we're going to read that right now. Exodus 12 and 8. It says, and they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Now, we're going to have a separate video of how to do the Passover, how to do the entire Passover. This is just an announcement for the date and time and where it's going to be. A reiteration of the commercial we have circulating already. But this is how we eat the Passover. Verse 8 again, Exodus 12 and 8. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire. So your Passover, you can have lamb or goat. You can eat lamb or goat for the Passover. Lamb is more popular. I think goat, when you go on the law and the history, it said goats were less expensive. So if you couldn't afford the lamb or you was a little bit lesser means, you had a goat. Everybody had at least a goat, you know. But you can eat the goat or the lamb. But the lamb became more popular, of course. It says roast with fire and unleavened bread. Unleavened bread is bread without yeast. All right, so for 7 days, that's what the Passover is also known as the Feast of Unleavened Bread. All right, and the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread are one and the same. They're not two separate feasts. There's some Israelite camps to this day that separate them, that celebrate them as separate feasts. They are not. The Passover is just the first night. All right, she said, Akim look mighty with their staff. Yes, sis, the brothers look mighty with their staffs. But Salakia, the Passover is actually just the first night of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. But guess what? The whole 7 days is considered the Passover also. But we're gonna explain all that in more videos and when we do the service. Right now, this is just a general announcement of the date and time and, you know, rules and laws of actually attending the Passover. But anyway, it says, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. So the most bitter herb that we usually use is horseradish root. We cut up the horseradish root into the chunks and we eat those. That's the most bitter herb. When you look up bitter herbs, it tell you it's horseradish root. All right, it says, not some damn lettuce or whatever, cilantro. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever y'all be cheating. Y'all be eating, cheating. The bitter herbs is the horseradish root. That's about the most bitter you're going to get. All right, reading on. It says, eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water. So you can't, of course, you can't eat the lamb or the goat raw. You got to cook, you got to roast it with fire, and you can't boil it. When it says sodden at all with water, that means to boil it in a pot or stew it. You know how sometimes you boil or stew meat? No, you're supposed to roast it over open fire. Now, you get a rotisserie or a barbecue pit, or you get a grill, or you use the bottom of your oven, or just your oven. That's the closest to roasting with fire. All right, but if you want to get as close to the law as you can, you roast the lamb like on a rotisserie, like an open pit. Some brothers build like the homemade barbecue open pits, and they just roast the lamb right there with the fire. That's as close to the original way we did it. But all else fails, get a grill, roast it on a grill. That's still roast with fire. You don't have access to a grill, or you live somewhere where you're not able to grill, throw it in the bottom of the oven. All right? If that fails, the bottom of your oven ain't working, just use your regular oven. Ask the Most High for mercy. All right? Don't be over righteous. Just cook the meat, roast with fire to as close as you can get to roasting it with fire. That's what you do. But don't boil it on the stove. You're not supposed to sodden it with water, meaning boil it with water. All right, or roast it, or stew it. That's what I mean. It says, his head with his legs and with the pertinence thereof, meaning the whole body. All right, verse 10, and ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remaineth up of it until the morning you shall burn with fire. So you got to eat up all the lamb in that night. Any lamb that's left over by the morning time, you're supposed to burn it with fire. All right, verse 11. And thus shall ye eat it. This is mainly for the men. It says, and thus shall you eat it. All right. Verse 11, Exodus 12 and 11. And thus shall ye eat it with your loins girded. So you men, all you Israelites out there, all you other Israelite groups out there that call us Power Rangers, you dumb as hell. And the reason why I'm getting like that, you know why I'm getting like that? Because I normally, I take it with a grain of salt. I ignore you clowns. But the reason why I'm doing that is because you don't know the scriptures. So y'all call us Power Rangers, and guess what? The Lord told us on the Passover to have our loins girded. Y'all know how we have the girdles around our garments? Other Israelites call us Power Rangers, you dummies. So you saying Moses and the Israelites, when we was keeping the Passover and we had our loins girded, you calling the men of the Lord Power Rangers. H.O.I had a golden girdle on. And a lot of y'all laugh at us when y'all see our different silver and gold and different, colored girdles and, girdles with the studs on it and stuff. Guess what? Christ. Any Israelite that say that they read from Genesis to Revelation and they will call us Power Rangers when we out there teaching, you do not know this Bible. You have no understanding. You don't know a damn thing. And I say that boldly. Because y'all think y'all insulting us, but y'all really insulting yourselves. Y'all insulting Yahweh and the prophets. Because they had their girdles on. So in the Passover, you brothers really not supposed to be coming just with a t-shirt with fringes. You're supposed to have a full garment on with your girdle around it. All right? This is the order of the Lord. Exodus 12 and 11 again. And thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, not no sneakers, not no whatever. All right, not no foam posits or no Jordans. All right, and your staff in your hand. So this is the order of the Passover. This is in the law. So you brothers, you're supposed to have a full garment, even if you just get a basic garment and get a tie girdle. Something, because we had linen girdles and stuff in the ancient time. And you tie your girdle around your garment. You're supposed to be girded. Now, if you... all right, hold on, brother. We'll get to that, all right? But anyway, verse 11 again, it says, in your staff in your hand, so that's how you're supposed to eat the Passover, all right? You're supposed to eat the Passover with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand for the men. So you brothers, get your staffs. Don't really rely on us to give you a staff at the Passover. Now, we always have extra staffs. We always try to have extra staffs at the Passover, but you brothers, just to have in general in your home, not just the Passover, for camp, for other feast days, just to walk with sometime, you should have your own staff. You should have your own staffs, brother. You should have, I got plenty of staffs. All right, I got staffs. Matter of fact, Salakia, real quick. I got staffs right here in my living room. All right, when I keep the feast days here, I got staffs here. See that? 2 of my staffs I got right here. And if you brothers, if some of y'all get to me in time, I can get y'all staffs. All right, I can get y'all staffs. I can get I know one brother that makes them, and me and him work together, and I can get y'all staffs if y'all get to me in time. All right, so you brothers should have staffs in your home, period, just in general. All right, because that's the order. And just like I said, just to have, it can be for any feast day. Sometimes I take my staffs to camp or whatever. Or I just have my staffs on different feast days or whatever. All right, a staff is mighty. That's a show of power. All right, so that's how we're supposed to eat the Passover. It says, and thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded, You're supposed to have a girdle on, a garment with a girdle, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand. And the loins being girded, that also represented warfare. Because what happened when we came out of Egypt during the Passover, we were fleeing from the Egyptian armies and we were at war. All right, a lot of times we wore our girdles. A girdle was also used in battle so that, it protected you from being stabbed in the fifth rib. All right, but we'll go into that a little bit more when we actually explain and do the Q&A for the Passover. Like I said, this is just a general announcement and updating y'all on what's going on. Brother Terrence said, maybe Chief Ephraim can remind DMX again about the Passover. And he did say he will come to the video. He will come to the video. Shout out to our brother DMX. Much love in Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. But whether DMX come to the Passover or not, brother, we gonna be there. All right, and nobody should come to the Passover. I'm not saying you're saying that. Maybe you're just saying, it'll be good for the for DMX, to come to the Passover, being that he's a known rapper or whatever. It'll be a good look, to show the Most High is waking up people from different levels. But guess what? Any brother or sister that come to the Passover in sincerity and truth is going to be a great thing. All right, so no disrespect to our brother DMX, much love, but any brother or sister every brother's important. Every brother and sister is important to come to the Passover. And whether X come or not, we should still come in the spirit of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. And if X do come, that's a great thing too. But don't come to the Passover hoping to see DMX. No, that's not what this is about. Whether he's there or not, you come in sincerity and truth. So I don't know. I don't know if Ephraim called a brother, whatever, but and furthermore, okay, you brothers, call up TSA and make sure, but I believe you can come through the airport with the staff. You can come through TSA. You just got to say it's religious. You got to say it's a religious, and you can say it's a walking stick. But I believe you can come, you can say it's religious, and they'll let you through with it. All right, but y'all can call TSA to make sure. Call TSA at the Philadelphia airport or whatever airport y'all flying out of. Call the TSA at that airport and make sure. And I'm going to check also, but I believe you can. I believe you can come through the airport. You just got to say the staff is religious. All right. Any other questions or comments? Any other questions or comments? So now, one other thing. Y'all might see Passovers at different times. Of course, y'all know. Y'all might see Passovers at different dates this year. Now, what you're going to see, you're going to see quite a few camps move their Passover. I underbar, Yaradan. Okay, Sister Lioness Heart, hope to see you there. A lot of y'all going to see that some of the other camps, a lot of the other camps, quite a few of them, they moved their Passover to April. Now, why is that? Because you're going to find out some years the Passover is going to fall a little bit earlier than other years due to the shift in time, what they call an intercalary month or the 13th month, and to keep up with the calendar time, some years the Passover is going to fall a little early. This year, it fell a little early on March 26th. But guess what? The Passover ends April 2nd at even. So it's still within the season. It's still within the season. The season of the Passover the season is still there. It tells you our new year came around March, April, which the new year brings in the first month, which brings in the Passover. All right. So if you see some camps move their Passover to April, that's because they're trying to be more in line with the spring season, but their Passovers are going to run into early May. So I'm not knocking anybody as long as they keep it, But every couple of years, your Passover is going to come a little early, like late March, because of how the intercalary months, the difference between the solar and lunar calendars. There's a lot of different dynamics that causes that. So we just try to keep up with the time and each season of the Passover. But we are still technically going into the spring, March, April season. So we're still in line with the right time frame. We're not keeping a Passover in June or February or January or December. We're still within that. When you look up the month of Bib, when you read Exodus 12 and 13, it tells you we came out of Egypt in the month of Bib. When you look up the month of Bib, A-B-I-B, it says it came around our modern day March or April. So we're still within the season. The Passover is going to be late March going into early April. The Passover this year officially ends on April 2nd at even. So we're starting March 26th and we're ending April 2nd at even. So y'all, like I said, y'all going to see some of the other major camps. You're going to see they Passover in late April. That's because they moved it a month. And technically they're not wrong. Because let's say, for argument's sake, we coming into the first month, March 12th at even. This Friday sundown is our new year. But for the camps that are keeping the next month, if we're calculating this month as our first month, you can do the Passover in the second month. But to them, it's still going to be their first month because they feel like they're keeping it closer to the spring season. But the way we calculate it, when you read Numbers, the 9th chapter, you can keep the Passover in the second month. So hypothetically speaking, let's say for argument's sake, we're wrong, we're right, they're wrong. It's actually the first month now. Only thing them camps are doing, they're keeping it in the second month. That's all. So they're not wrong when you read Numbers, the 9th chapter. We're not wrong because of the way the calendars and everything fall every couple of years. Your Passover is going to be a little bit early. All right, and I'll explain that a little bit more in detail at a later date. It gets technical with the dates, and it tell you in Daniel 7:25 that Esau changed the time and the season. So it gets kind of technical, but we worked out a system where we know how to calculate every couple of years. Now, next year, the Passover is going to go back to around more so like the April season, I believe. It's going to be more in April next year. So it all coincides with the time. So we're just putting that out there because we know a lot of y'all, y'all can't hustle. You know what I'm saying? We know, what I'm saying? Y'all go window shopping. So, you got love for H.O.I, but you over here with this camp, you're over there with that camp, you're over there. I listen to them, So you might see other camps that you look at, you might, see they have different dates. Full-blown members of H.O.I, they understand. We keeping it on that date. That's how we calculate it. But some of y'all that window shop camp hustle, you might, I don't want to keep it at the wrong time. H.O.I is keeping it, but the other camp I like is keeping it this day. So listen, if you want to wait and keep it with the other camp, fine. But H.O.I, we doing it March 26th at even, and that's fine. What's a wrap? What about the hotel? Look up the zip code, sister, for hotels in that area. I believe there should be some decent ones in that area. You can stay in the general Atlanta area because the Passover is only about 20 minutes outside of Atlanta driving. Also, you can inbox me because we should have 2 hotels on reserve. All right, we should have 2 hotels on reserve. But H.O.I Atlanta is taking care of that. I'll get the name of the 2 hotels. I knew them, but I know the brother sent it to me, but I don't know them off the top of my hand. But we should have 2 hotels reserved that's near the Passover event. But a lot of us are staying in the general Atlanta area because we got events going on throughout the whole weekend. So we want to be in the general Atlanta area. That's another thing. The whole weekend, there will be events going on. Thursday night is a meet and greet, is the class and the meet and greet. That location is to be announced for anybody that's getting there Thursday. Anybody that's getting there a day early, or some people are getting there Wednesday, 2 days early. Thursday, March 25th, from 8:30 p.m. until there will be a class and a meet and greet. All right. Friday, March 26th, 8 p.m. until it's the Lord's Passover. There's nothing going on Friday during the day. Everybody should be taking Friday during the day to get ready for the Passover. All right. Saturday, on the Shabbat day, March 27th, is going to be a double camp. We're going to have a double H.O.I. camp on 5 Points, on basically downtown Atlanta on Peachtree Street, on 5 Points, and then we're going to move, later on that night, we're going to move down to Hooters. All right, but it's going to be a double camp from about 3 p.m. We're going to do 5 Points from about 3 p.m. to 7, 8-ish, and then we're going to do Hooters from maybe about 9 to 12. So that's going to be a full day of camp on the Sabbath, March 27th. On Sunday, March 28th, we'll be going out to the New Nazareth. We will be going to visit the land, the New Nazareth. Anybody's welcome to come out. We're just going to showcase the land, show brothers and sisters the progress and what we're doing. You can come on there. You can take pictures. You can look at the land. You can see how much acres we got cleared already. And we'll be doing some speeches and updating on the progress of the land. And then there will be a cookout that night, that evening, that afternoon/evening, Sunday evening. There will be a cookout location to be announced. It would be at a brother's house on another plot of land, but that location will be announced. So that whole itinerary will be written up soon also for those that are coming for the whole weekend. But it's a 4-day event with the emphasis on the Passover on that night, March 26th at even. All right. Most of us are not doing the whole 7 days of the Passover. All right. Okay. All right, sister. Most of us are not staying for the whole 7 days. Most brothers and sisters are leaving that Sunday or Monday, and we're dispatching back to our different cities. And most of us will be closing the Passover that Thursday, April 1st at even, the 7th day. We'll be closing in our different distinctive cities. Atlanta will still be doing their own closing, but the rest of us will be leaving. We're going to do the 4 days there. And then, everybody will head back to their cities for the other 3 days and do the closing of the Passover in their distinctive cities. So that's the itinerary for that. And all of that will be put out soon. Salakia, but we still got about 2.5 weeks out. Like I said, the commercial has been up. All right, so anybody should have been, checking that out. But I just want to reiterate and give y'all some details, some more details and an update. And I'll be doing a couple of more lives to keep y'all up to par. So any questions or comments before I get out of here? It shouldn't be too many with the time of night that it is. So if y'all need any further assistance, inbox me here on Facebook or email me. Email me at houseofisraelnyc@gmail.com, or you can email the brothers in Atlanta at houseofisraelatlanta@gmail.com. Either one. Get your payments in, register. Once you pay and you give us your party, your name and your party, you get registered, your seat will be covered. Register, hurry up, because seats are going fast, and Israel love to wait to the last minute and want to rush. So, register now. If you want to do the closing of the Passover in any one of our cities, you can also inquire about that too. If you're in LA, Atlanta, Washington, D.C., Buffalo, New York, New Jersey, Philly, Milwaukee, Illinois, Bloomington, what else? What other city? North Carolina. Just hit us up, all right? And then you can Shalom, call me a Shalom, and we'll give you the information, all right? But you gotta hurry up now, Israel, because the clock is ticking. Sometimes we gotta come and set fire under y'all, so y'all can get it together. All right. So don't wait to the last minute. It's already down to the wire. We got 2.5 weeks left. So come on out. That's a lot of time, but then it's not a lot of time. You can do a lot with that time, but then it's not a lot of time. So yeah, Shower Paws on the line. Yeah, Shower Paw, inbox me those hotels again. That's near the camp, the Passover location. All right, I don't know them offhand. All right, but like I said, you brothers can stay anywhere in the general Atlanta area or Jonesboro, or if you want to be near the Passover venue, knock yourself out. We'll share those hotels. All right, just inbox me or email H.O.I. Atlanta. All right, at houseofisraelnyc@gmail.com or houseofisraelatlanta@gmail.com. All right, so either one, and we'll have y'all information for the Passover. All right, so that's about it, Israel. Any other questions or comments? Let's come together and have a great Passover this year. Don't worry about the dates. You're going to see different dates. That's just what Israel do. But H.O.I, we set our date. We're sticking with it. We're not moving it to April, and we're going to do the Lord's Passover in its season. All right, late March, early April. That's what it tell you the month of Abib. So we're not off course. We definitely on course to the best of our ability. Yahweh shall come back. We'll be keeping the feast days on a perfect dates. All right. So any other questions or comments? Or we going to close it out. All right. So attend the Passover, Israel. All right. This is Exodus chapter 12. And let me see what I want. Exodus chapter 12. And 42. Exodus chapter 12, verse 42. It says, it is a night to be much observed unto Yahweh for bringing them out from the land of Egypt. So this is a night to be much observed. All right. The Passover should be kept by everyone. If all else fails. All right. If all else fails, if you got to keep it at home, at least watch the live service we'll have. And you can follow along. It says, it is a night to be much observed unto Yahweh for bringing them out from the land of Egypt. This is that night of Yahweh to be observed of all the children of Israel in their generations. All right. Yeah, it don't matter, sister. You can register through Atlanta or NYC. Either one. It's basically all the same. It's getting real, Israel. Oh yeah, Brother Terrence says, as Israel, keep your hygiene in check too. Yeah, that's very important. We can't forget. I mean, y'all should know that, but come to the Lord's Passover with proper hygiene, Israel. All right, I mean, you should know that already, but take a shower, brush your teeth, wash your face, get your beard oil on, whatever. Brothers, sisters, get your hair did, even though your hair going to be covered. You know, have your nice head wraps, your head covering, come looking proper. And of course, I mean, that goes without saying, have proper hygiene. Wash your body. Make sure your clothes is clean. Make sure your clothes is ironed. Don't be afraid of the iron. All right? People act like ironing is played out. No, iron your damn clothes. All right? And come shine your boots. Or get a new pair if you can afford it. Sisters, get a new pair of shoes, whatever. All right, come to the Lord's feast proper. But I want to reiterate Exodus 12:42. It is a night to be much observed unto Yahweh for bringing them out from the land of Egypt. So this is a night to be much observed by Israel. This is that night of the Lord to be observed of all the children of Israel in their generations. So the feast days are not done away with. Some of y'all teaching we're not supposed to keep the feast days. That's not true. The Lord said in their generations. And Yahweh kept the Last Supper, which was the Passover. And he said, as often as you do this, do it in remembrance of me. So the Passover is not done away with. You do ever not knowing the scriptures or the power of Yahweh. All right. So, yeah, that's true, Brother Terrence. Have your hygiene in check. Also, you know, that's very important. That should go without saying, but that needs to be said also. You know, so that's that. You know, it's a night to be much observed. So like I said, if all else fails, you can't make it to Atlanta, then just do it at home. All right, do it from your home and you know, get on the live. We'll instruct you if you got any questions. Any of y'all that see this video, all right, you wasn't on tonight, but you see the video, just inbox us or email us. We will instruct y'all. We have a flyer circulating. Actually, we have a flyer circulating right now, and it's instructing you on how to do the Passover. It's not detailed, but it gives you enough instruction of what to do for the Passover. You want intricate details, email us, text us, inbox us your questions, and we'll have 1 or 2 other videos coming up to instruct you on the Passover, all right? And we do videos every year, all right? Some of them might have got scrubbed from YouTube, but we always do videos every year. So y'all can try to type in on YouTube and look up some of the archive videos, H.O.I. Passover, you know, pre-Sabbat Passover, whatever. And some old videos from the past should come up, and we instructing you on what to do on the Passover on those videos. All right, so that's about it. You know, Most High said a night to be much observed throughout all our generations. All right, so yeah, Sister Lioness Heart, look good for the Lord. Look good, clean, fresh, hygiene. All right, be like outcasts. Ain't nobody dope as me. I'm so fresh and so clean. So fresh and so clean. And we going to Atlanta, goddammit. So that's where Outkast is from. Andre 3000. And the other dude, whatever his name is. All right? Ain't nobody dope as the children of Israel. We so fresh and so clean. Come on out, Israel, and look good. It's not all about that, but you want to look good for the Most High. All right? Yin, y'all about to put out a video too. Yeah, Khan. All praises. All right. And that itinerary, Lord's willing, that itinerary should be ready. So, because a lot of y'all are asking what's going on for the rest of the days. All right. So, all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahushai. Kwame Ashala, we still got next. Hallelujah. I hope I covered everything on this Passover announcement update. I hope I covered some good ground. And come in order and decency, Israel. And serve the Most High Mashiach Yahushai. Okay? Any questions, inbox me or email us at the emails I gave you. Everybody's going to be working. So, you know, we all one body. If you email Atlanta, if you email me, if you send any brother a message, whatever, we all going to basically give you the same information. So, you know, either way, we'll get you to the Passover. All right, so with that, peace, safety, in the kingdom of heaven to the 12 tribes of Israel, death and destruction to Esau and the nations, Ashar Pasak, which is happy Passover in advance. Also, Ashar Kadash Shana, Happy New Year this Friday, March 12th at even sundown. That's how we calculate the Passover, 14 days at even from this Friday. Give us 2 Fridays from this Friday, so-called Friday, Sabbath day, which is the 15th day at even on the 26th, which is the Lord's Passover. All right? Anybody else got any other date? I can't do nothing for you, man. All right? But let them keep their dates. That's the date H.O.I got. Kwame Ashala. All right, so with that, Kwame Ashala, we still got next. Hallelujah. All praises to Yahweh B'Shem Mashiach Yahweh forever and ever. Amen. Ashar Pasak, happy Passover in advance. Hope to see y'all there. For whatever reason, try to make it. But if you can't make it, keep it at home. Do the best of your ability. And we'll instruct you to the best of our ability on what to do and keep at home. All right, so with that, I'm going to sign off pre-Sabak. H.O.I to the chariots fly, all the camps in Yahweh and Yahweh Shai throughout the four corners of the earth. Hallelujah, we still got next. Bring it out. H.O.I pull up, boys. All praises to Yahweh and Yahweh Shai forever and ever. Amen. Kwame Ashala. Shalom.